Welcome to Koreanology 101, the podcast dedicated to unpacking the fascinating complexities of Korean culture and society. Today, we're discussing age, specifically the traditional Korean method of age calculation.
We're talking about senin-nai, or the counting age, a concept that often confuses newcomers. The most striking feature is that a baby starts at 1 year old upon birth.
And unlike the international system, where your age increases on your birthday, the counting age increases for everyone simultaneously on the first day of the new year, traditionally Lunar New Year, but more commonly the solar January 1st today.
That's right. Whether you were born in January or December, you gain a year together with everyone else on January 1st. This system uses the units se or sal, but notably the unit dol, reserved for the first birthday, always refers to the international age.
While widely used in everyday conversation, particularly for establishing social hierarchy, which is why asking, "How old are you?" is such a common trope, it's important to remember that senin-nai has long been merely a custom without legal standing.
Indeed. Since the establishment of the government, civil law has officially recognized the international age, or man-nai. If you were referring to your international age, you always had to specify man before the number. Otherwise, it was assumed you meant the counting age.
This system has certain drawbacks. For instance, because it focuses on calendar years and doesn't account for months or days, it's considered unsuitable for medical or biological record keeping that requires high precision.
However, it does have one significant advantage. If you know someone's counting age, you can easily calculate their birth year, which is highly intuitive within this specific cultural context.
This practice was historically common across much of East Asia, originating primarily from the Chinese cultural sphere, though regions like Bhutan developed their own indigenous versions. Korea, however, was one of the few places where it remained dominant in civilian life.
Attempts to unify the age system began as early as 1962, but the definitive change only came with the Man-nai Unification Law, which took effect on June 28, 2023, standardizing the international age for all legal and social purposes.
Despite this legal shift, everyday habits don't vanish overnight. Some people still use the counting age, and there's also been a rise in simply asking a person's birth year, "What year were you born?" as a way to bypass the whole calculation issue.
The change is huge, marking a significant step towards global standards, but the cultural conversation around age in Korea continues to evolve.
That's a great note to end on. Thank you for tuning in to Koreanology 101. We'll be back next time with more insights into Korean culture.